Have you ever gazed up at the night sky, far from the city lights, and just felt small? It's a feeling I know well. You look up at that vast, inky blackness, sprinkled with countless tiny diamonds of light, and a question starts to form in your mind. What is really out there, between those stars? Are there secret gardens in the cosmos, painting the darkness with colors we can barely imagine? It's a universal curiosity that connects us all. That sense of wonder is the first step to discovery. These cosmic gardens are real. Nebulae, from Latin for cloud, but no ordinary clouds. They are nurseries where stars are born, and graveyards where they rest. In simple terms, a nebula is a giant cloud of gas and dust floating in interstellar space. So vast, our entire solar system would be a tiny speck inside. Some span dozens to hundreds of light years, each light year nearly 10 trillion kilometers. They are dynamic, turbulent, evolving, sculpted by gravity and starlight. Over millions of years, clumps grow hot enough to ignite fusion. New stars are born. Stellar deaths enrich clouds, setting the stage for the next generation. It's easy to get lost in their beauty, but nebulae are far more than pretty pictures. They are the universe's life-givers. Without nebulae, no new stars. And without stars, no planets. Our sun and planets formed from a rotating solar nebula about 4.6 billion years ago. Gravity gathered material to the center for the sun. The rest flattened into a spinning disk. Dust grains stuck together. Pebbles, boulders, planetesimals. Eventually, planets and moons. A star-forming region like Orion is a factory for new solar systems, a glimpse into our past. Hydrogen for water, carbon for organics, oxygen we breathe, born in stars, assembled in clouds. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the carbon in your DNA, star stuff. Dying stars scatter elements, enriching nebulae that birth the next generation. Nebulae bridge one generation of stars to the next, making our existence possible. Key aspects: immense size, shapes carved by radiation and stellar winds. They shine when starlight ionizes gas, which then emits light at specific wavelengths. Colors are chemical fingerprints, red for hydrogen, green-blue often oxygen. They are far. Seeing a nebula is looking back in time. They mark the beginning and the end of the stellar life cycle. Birth, death, rebirth. The cosmos continually reinvents itself through nebulae. The different types of nebulae. Astronomers classify them by appearance and how they interact with light. Start with three cornerstones: emission, reflection, and dark nebulae. Emission nebulae glow on their own. Hot young stars ionize gas, especially hydrogen. Massive O and B stars flood clouds with ultraviolet light. Electrons recombine and cascade, emitting specific colors. Deep red H-alpha is common. In Orion, the trapezium cluster lights a vast stellar nursery. It's a cauldron where new solar systems take shape. Reflection nebulae don't emit, they scatter starlight. Tiny dust grains scatter blue light more, like Earth's blue sky. The Pleiades glow with an ethereal blue veil. Dark nebulae are dense and cold, absorbing background light. Inside, gravity gathers material. First steps toward protostars. The Horsehead Nebula is a classic dark cloud in Orion. Three types, three light stories: emit, reflect, and conceal. Together, they trace the path from raw cloud to star and back again. Planetary nebulae, misnamed, nothing to do with planets. A sun-like star sheds its outer layers. A hot white dwarf lights the expanding shell. The result: stunning spheres, rings, hourglasses, even butterfly shapes. The helix, nicknamed the Eye of God, is a famous example. They fade in tens of thousands of years, enriching space with carbon and nitrogen. Supernova remnants come from the explosive deaths of massive stars. Briefly, a single star can outshine an entire galaxy. Ejecta race outward, heating and shocking surrounding gas. They spread oxygen, silicon, iron, the building blocks of rocky worlds. Remnants glow in radio to X-rays, revealing shock waves and hot plasmas. The crab is the famous remnant of a supernova recorded in 1054. stellar endings scatter enriched gas back into the interstellar medium. Those elements seed new clouds, ready to birth new stars and planets. In young disks, gaps hint at newborn planets forming. We are part of that cycle, made of star stuff. So what are nebulae actually made of? Let's look inside. About 99% gas, 1% dust. Gas is mostly hydrogen, then helium, primordial building blocks from the Big Bang. Traces of heavier elements, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, silicon, iron, matter most for worlds and life. Dust grains are tiny solids, silicates, carbon compounds, often ice-coated. Dust cools clouds so gravity can collapse them into stars. In disks, dust sticks, grows and becomes planetesimals and planets. Modern telescopes, on Earth and in space, open this hidden universe. They are light buckets, collecting far more light than our eyes can. We study nebulae across the spectrum: radio, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. Infrared pierces dust, revealing newborn stars inside. Images map elements to colors: hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen, to make physics visible. Those colors highlight shocks, chemistry and structure we couldn't otherwise see. Every new image asks, where did we come from? Are we alone? Nebulae are signposts guiding us through the universe's story. Even in the vast darkness, there is creation, beauty, and a profound connection to the stars. From wonder to clarity. Now you know what a nebula is, its key aspects, types, and what it's made of. Keep looking up. Okay, so let's talk about something that we all use every single day: storage. I know it sounds a bit boring, right? Like a dusty old box in the corner. But, hear me out. My nani, my grandmother, has this big, beautiful, old wooden trunk. Inside it, she has maybe 200 photos. They are precious. They are her whole life in one box. Each photo is a memory. Now I look at my phone. I have over 20,000 photos and videos. 20,000. And that's just on my phone. My nani's entire trunk of memories fits into a tiny corner of my digital world. Isn't that wild? This whole idea got me thinking, how did we get here? How did we go from a giant trunk holding a few hundred pictures to a slim little device holding tens of thousands? It's a journey, a real-time travel story. We are going to take a trip together. Let's rewind the clock. Way back. Before smartphones, before laptops, even before the first personal computers. We're going to the 1950s. Imagine you walk into a big, important-looking building. It's a university or a huge company. You hear a loud humming sound. You see flashing lights and giant metal cabinets. This, my friends, is a computer. And a big part of that room is just for storage. It wasn't about saving your selfies back then. It was about saving important numbers and instructions for massive calculations. It was serious business. One of the first big players was the IBM 305 Ramek. That was its name. This beast was unveiled in 1956. And when I say beast, I mean it. It was the size of 2 large refrigerators standing side by side. It weighed over a ton. That's more than a small car. All this massive machinery was for one purpose: to store data. And how much data could this giant hold? Get ready for it. It could store about 5 megabytes. 5 megabytes. That's like 1, maybe 2, high-quality photos from your phone today. To store the same number of photos I have on my phone, you would need thousands of these machines. You would need a warehouse the size of a football field. You'd need a whole power station just to run them. And the cost? Astronomical. Companies rented it for about $3,200 per month back then. Over $30,000 today. All that for the storage space of 2 photos. It's mind-boggling, right? This is our starting point. Huge, expensive, noisy, tiny capacity. But it was a miracle for its time. Information in seconds, not days. The first giant step. Before the giant magnetic disks, there was something even simpler. Something made of paper. Yes, paper. We're talking about punched cards. Imagine a thick, stiff piece of paper, like a postcard. Now imagine punching a pattern of small holes into it. That's a punched card. Each hole, the absence of a hole, represented a piece of information in a specific spot. It was a binary system. Yes, no, on, off. A machine could read this card by shining a light through it, or by using metal pins that would pass through the holes. This idea is older than you might think. It controlled weaving looms in the 1800s. Herman Hollerith adapted it for the 1890 US Census, years reduced to months. The birth of automated data processing. Punched cards became the main way to feed instructions and data into early computers. Programmers spent hours punching their code onto stacks of these cards. One card stored about 80 characters, fewer than a single tweet. To store a small book, you needed thousands of cards. If you dropped the stack, it was a disaster. The stress. They were slow, bulky, and held very little. But they taught a fundamental concept. Information could be stored in a physical pattern and read by a machine. They were the first step in turning human knowledge into a language computers could understand. Every time you click save, give a nod to the humble punched card. It was the simple, hole-filled paper that started it all. Without it, the journey to your phone's photo gallery would have taken a lot longer. After paper cards, the next big leap came with magnets. The magic of magnetism. This is where things started to get a bit more futuristic. One of the first big magnetic inventions was the magnetic tape, like a cassette for data. A long plastic strip coated with magnetic material. Tiny particles arranged to represent ones and zeros. A single reel could hold as much as tens of thousands of punched cards. This made large-scale storage practical. Big organizations used tapes to back up systems. Fun fact, tape is still used today for archival storage. It's cheap and lasts decades when stored correctly, but it was slow to find things. Sequential access meant winding through to reach the end. Around the same time came the magnetic drum, a spinning metal cylinder coated with magnetic material. It spun thousands of times per minute. Multiple heads wrote and read data across its surface. Because it was always spinning, any part of the data was quickly accessible, a huge advantage over tape. It effectively gave early computers random access memory. Faster than tape, though with less capacity, a primitive ancestor of hard drives. Drums powered many 1950s and early 1960s machines, letting computers compute far faster without waiting on tape. The lesson was clear. Speed matters as much as size. The age of fast-spinning magnetic storage had begun. Section 5. The hard disk drive, a revolution in a box. Now we get to an invention that truly changed everything. It's something many of us still use today, the HDD. Remember the giant RAMac from the 1950s? That was the world's first hard drive. It used a stack of spinning platters coated with magnetic material. A tiny arm with a read-write head moved across them. That design lasted 60 years. The real revolution, smaller case, massive capacity, room size became a cabinet. Then Seagate made the first 5.25-inch hard drive. It held 5 megabytes, sized for personal computers. Storage could now fit on your desk. Then 3.5-inch for desktops and 2.5-inch for laptops. Capacities jumped from megabytes to gigabytes. A gigabyte is 1,000 megabytes. By the late 90s, you could buy a drive with a few gigabytes. Suddenly, you could store your music, your photos, your videos. The digital world became for everyone. For decades, the HDD was king. Every desktop, every laptop, every server. Price per gigabyte fell like a rock. We became digital hoarders. Spinning platters made the digital age possible, storing everything from our first embarrassing email addresses to our entire university education. A true revolution in a small metal box. Yeah. Section 6. Solid-state drives. The silent speed boost. The hard drive was amazing, but it had a weakness. Spinning platters, moving arm. They made noise. They used more power. If you dropped your laptop, the moving parts could get damaged. You could lose all your data. I think we've all had that heart-stopping moment. So engineers wondered, what if storage had no moving parts at all? A solid-state device. This led to the SSD. It works differently, using flash memory, like your phone or a USB stick. Data lives in a grid of tiny electronic cells. No spinning disks, no moving heads. Nothing moves at all. It's completely silent. Solid electronic components. The biggest advantage is speed. Blazing, incredible speed. A computer with an SSD can start in seconds. Apps open almost instantly. Files copy in a flash. A hard drive is like a librarian walking to fetch a book. An SSD is like the book appearing in your hand the moment you think of it. The difference is that dramatic. Early SSDs were expensive and small, used by professionals. But prices fell, and today most laptops and many desktops come with SSDs. They use less power, last better with bumps, and make computers feel more responsive than ever. Yeah. So we have these amazing hard drives and SSDs, but then came another game changer, the internet. A fast, always-on connection opened a brand new possibility. What if your files didn't have to live on your device at all? What if they could live somewhere else on the internet and you could access them from anywhere? This is cloud storage. The cloud is a friendly name for massive data centers worldwide. Huge buildings filled with thousands of servers, racks of hard drives and SSDs. Companies like Google, Apple, and Amazon run these centers. When you save to Google Photos or iCloud, you're not saving to a fluffy sky cloud. You're sending a copy to a data center. It's like a super secure digital locker you can open from any device. I can take a photo on my phone in Mumbai. By the time I get home, it's already on my laptop. No cables, it just syncs. Teams in different cities can work on the same document at the same time. The cloud keeps everything in sync. Your data is stored in multiple copies and locations, so even if one center has a problem, your files aren't lost. But remember privacy. Your data is on someone else's computer. Providers have strong security, but you should still use strong, unique passwords and turn on two-factor authentication. We're moving from owning storage to renting it, a huge shift making our lives more flexible and connected. It's the ultimate access. Let's take a small detour and talk about something special, made possible by storage technology. Digital libraries. For centuries, a library was a building you had to travel to. Books on shelves. Rare items could mean crossing a country or the world. Knowledge tied to a place. Modern storage and the internet changed this. A digital library is books, articles, images, videos, stored digitally on servers like your cloud files. A library can now be available to anyone, anywhere, 24/7. Projects are digitizing millions of books, scanning every page and making text searchable. A revolution for learning and research. A student in a small town can access the world's greatest university's collections, ancient manuscripts, historic newspapers, and the latest research. Old documents are fragile. Time, water, even fires. Once digitized, a safe, permanent copy can be duplicated and stored in many places. Our collective knowledge is safer than ever. Digital libraries are one of the most powerful, hopeful outcomes of storage technology. They make knowledge more democratic. You no longer need to be at an elite campus. The library comes to you, on your phone or computer. They are a universe of stories and knowledge, ready to be explored, right in your pocket. Okay, we've talked about bigger and smaller. Let's put some simple numbers to it. It really shows how wild this journey has been. Early days, bytes and kilobytes. A few KB could store a simple email. My first computer in the 1990s had megabytes. A megabyte is about 1,000 kilobytes. A few photos, not many. Still, a big deal then. Then came the gigabyte. 1,000 megabytes. Hundreds of songs. Loads of photos. My first iPod had 5 gigabytes and felt infinite. Today, phones ship with 128 or 256 gigabytes. Tens of thousands of photos and hours of HD video. We went from megabytes to gigabytes in a few years. Exponential growth. Now terabytes. 1,000 gigabytes. External drives with multiple terabytes are affordable. 1 terabyte can hold about 250,000 photos. More than my nanny, my parents, and my extended family combined on one small device. Data centers operate bigger still. Petabytes. What's a petabyte? 1,000 terabytes. It's hard to grasp. Roughly 13 years of non-stop HD video. Big tech holds hundreds, even thousands of petabytes. Our photos, videos, emails, and messages add up fast. In one lifetime, we went from a room-sized machine holding a couple of photos to cloud centers hosting the digital lives of billions. The scale of this change is the biggest shock of all. So, where do we go from here? We've journeyed from punched cards to the cloud. What's next? The future is already happening. Faster, bigger capacity, smaller size. It sounds like science fiction, but it's real. One exciting area is new materials. Scientists are even storing data in DNA, the same building block of life. They've stored books, images, and videos as patterns in synthetic DNA. The density is mind-blowing. In theory, all human data could fit in a space the size of a shipping container. It's still experimental and expensive, but shows incredible human creativity, storing data in life's own code. We must consider impact. Massive data centers use huge amounts of electricity. The future must be green. Efficient designs, renewable power like solar and wind, and better cooling systems. As we store more, we're responsible for doing it sustainably and kindly to our planet. It's a challenge, and we have to meet it. This journey, from my nanny's trunk to the cloud and beyond, is more than tech. It's a human story. It shows our need to remember, to create, and to share. Each step in storage gave us more power to do just that. It's connected us and opened access to knowledge for millions. The future holds even more promise. We'll save memories more securely and learn more easily if we use these tools wisely, with kindness, and with wonder for the journey that brought us here. We will see how a room-size machine from the 1950s compares to the phone in your pocket. The change will honestly shock you. It's a story of innovation, of making things smaller, faster, bigger in capacity. We'll break it down step by step. No complicated jargon, I promise. Just a simple, clear story of how we learn to save our digital lives, from giant spinning drums to the magical cloud. Think about it like this. Our memories used to be heavy. Photo albums, bookshelves, vinyl rooms. Now it all fits in your hand. So grab your chai, get comfy. This essay is our time machine. We will explore how storage has changed, from things you could touch to invisible data. This isn't just a story about computers. It's about our memories, our creativity, and how we save what matters. This is the power of storage, and its story is totally worth telling. Have you ever looked at a map and just felt this little pull, this tiny spark of curiosity about a place you've never been? I know I have. It's a feeling that starts in your heart and travels all the way to your fingertips, making you want to trace the lines of countries, oceans, imagining what it would be like to stand there. It's the feeling of wonder. It's what connects us to history, culture, the incredible things that human beings are capable of creating. This feeling has taken me all over the world, from the bustling streets of my home in India to the bright lights of Hollywood. And every journey has taught me something new, not just about the world, but about myself. This feeling of wonder is universal. It doesn't matter where you come from or what language you speak. The sight of something truly magnificent can leave you speechless. It's what inspired the ancient Greeks to list the 7 wonders of their world, and it's what inspired a global poll in our time to choose a new list. These aren't just old buildings or statues. They are stories written in stone, metal, earth. They are symbols of love, power, faith, incredible human spirit. Each one is a testament to what we can achieve when we dream big, and they continue to inspire millions of people, just like you and me, to this very day. Before we jump into our countdown, let's just take a moment to understand what this list is all about. You see, the original 7 wonders of the ancient world was a list compiled by Greek writers, and sadly, only one of them, the Great Pyramid of Giza, is still standing today. The world is a much bigger, more connected place now. In 2007, a foundation called New 7 Wonders launched a massive global poll. It was the first of its kind, a worldwide vote where over 100 million people cast their ballots. They voted to choose a new set of wonders representing the incredible heritage of our entire planet. What makes this list special is that it was chosen by us. These aren't just beautiful sights. They have withstood the test of time, surviving empires, invasions, and the slow march of centuries. They are symbols of resilience, of the enduring power of human creativity. They show our deep need to leave a mark on the world, to build something that will outlast us. Each wonder tells a unique story. One speaks of eternal love, another of imperial power. One reaches for the heavens, another is carved from the very rock of the earth. Yet they share one thing, the ability to inspire awe. Our journey begins in the magnificent city of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, as we count down from number 7. Perched high atop the 700-meter-tall Corcovado mountain, with arms outstretched as if to embrace the entire city, stands the incredible statue of Christ the Redeemer. Imagine this. You're standing at the viewpoint, the warm Brazilian sun on your skin, and before you is this colossal figure, seeming to float above the world. The sheer scale is breathtaking, a silent presence over the bustling city, the sparkling Guanabara Bay, the iconic Sugarloaf Mountain. This iconic statue wasn't ancient. The idea surfaced in the 1850s, was dismissed, then revived in the 1920s, funded by Brazil's Catholic community. French sculptor Paul Landowski created it in pieces in France, shipped to Brazil, and carried up the mountain by railway to be assembled, completed in 1931. Why does it move people of all faiths? I think it represents hope, peace, and acceptance. Its open arms are a universal symbol of welcome. Travel tip: Rio's weather can be unpredictable, and clouds can hide the statue. Go early on a sunny morning for the clearest views and smaller crowds. Take the scenic cog train through Tijuca National Park. It's a gentle, beautiful way to ascend to this incredible modern wonder. For our sixth wonder, we travel north to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, to a place where history whispers on the wind, Chichen Itza. El Castillo, the temple of Kukulkan, rises from the flat green plain. Alive, mathematical, astronomical, aligned with the sun. Historical fact: El Castillo is a massive stone calendar with 365 steps, one for each day. At the equinox, sunset shadows create a giant serpent slithering down the northern staircase, the feathered serpent deity, Kukulkan. This city is a puzzle in stone: science, religion, daily life. It connects us to a civilization with profound astronomical wisdom. Practical tip: it gets hot and crowded by midday. Arrive when it opens, beat the tour buses, avoid the worst heat, wear a hat, bring water, and good walking shoes. Then explore the Great Ball Court and the Temple of the Warriors to feel the full breadth of this remarkable city. Our countdown continues high into the Andes to discover our fifth wonder, the breathtaking Machu Picchu. Nothing can prepare you for the first time you see it. The landscape opens, and there it is. A lost city of polished stone walls, terraces, temples, clinging to a mountain ridge. The wind hushes, you gasp. It feels like you've stumbled into a secret world, built around 1450 at the height of the Inca Empire, abandoned about a century later during the Spanish conquest, yet never found by the Spanish. Hidden by remote jungle for centuries, it was brought to world attention in 1911. Its isolation preserved it for us. What moves you most is the harmony with nature. The Incas built with the mountain. Terraces cascade like a green staircase. It reflects a spiritual connection to earth and sky, a masterpiece of engineering and landscape, perfectly integrated with its surroundings. Travel tip: at about 2,430 meters, altitude sickness is real. Acclimatize 1 to 2 days in Cusco or the Sacred Valley. Drink water, try coca tea, take it slow. The best way to feel Machu Picchu's magic is to breathe and be present. For our fourth wonder, we fly to Rome, Italy. Here stands a monument to power, spectacle, brutal entertainment, the mighty Colosseum. Even in ruin, it overwhelms. Touch the 2,000-year-old stone. You can almost hear the roar, the clash of swords, the cries of gladiators. Haunted by ghosts, both grandeur and cruelty, the largest amphitheater ever built. Construction began under Vespasian in 72 AD, completed by Titus in 80 AD, holding up to 80,000 spectators. Gladiatorial contests, animal hunts, even mock sea battles, the arena flooded. Entertainment and political control. It fascinates us as a marvel of Roman engineering that shaped modern stadiums, and as a memorial to lives lost, human and animal. Practical tip: lines can be hours long. Buy time tickets online, often bundled with the Forum and Palatine Hill, so you can skip queues and spend your time exploring. We now travel to Asia for our third wonder, the Great Wall of China. It's not just a wall, it's a stone dragon winding across the earth. No single image captures its scale. From steep mountains to deep valleys, it stretches on and on until it disappears into the horizon. It's a series of fortifications by various dynasties. The best-known sections are Ming era, 1368 to 1644. Built to deter northern incursions, regulate Silk Road trade and migration, and serve as a transport corridor, a national project across centuries. Millions, soldiers, peasants, prisoners, moved massive stones through brutal terrain. It represents protection, endurance, and the line between homeland and the outside world. Travel tip: Badaling near Beijing is crowded. Try Mutianyu for restored beauty and stunning views, with a cable car to ease the ascent. Adventurous, Jinshanling or Jiangku offer rugged, unforgettable hikes. Our journey nears its climax. We arrive at our second wonder, hidden in the desert canyons of southern Jordan, Petra. You walk through the narrow, winding Sikh with towering red sandstone walls. Then a sliver of an ornate facade glows ahead. You emerge, and the treasury is revealed. It's a heart-stopping moment. Capital of the Nabatean kingdom around 300 BC. Masters of water, rock-cut channels, dams, cisterns, creating a thriving city in desert stone. An entire city carved, not built, hundreds of tombs, temples, and halls. It fuses nature's beauty and human creativity. Travel tip: Petra is vast, over 260 square kilometers. Go beyond the treasury. Hike the 800 steps to the monastery for grand scale and valley views. Wear comfortable shoes, bring water, and give yourself a full day or two to explore its wonders. And now, our number one wonder, a place close to my heart. In Agra, India, we stand before the Taj Mahal. No picture prepares you for the real thing. You pass through the gate, and there it is, perfectly framed, floating above its reflecting pool, ethereal and impossibly beautiful. Around you, soft murmurs fall silent. It's not just a building, it's a feeling of pure, perfect love. Historical fact: commissioned in 1631 by Emperor Shah Jahan for his beloved Mumtaz Mahal, who died in childbirth, a paradise on earth in her memory. Over 20,000 artisans in 22 years created this masterpiece, the world's most extravagant symbol of devotion. Its perfect symmetry, delicate marble inlay with precious stones, and the way it changes with light, pink at dawn, pearly white at noon, golden at sunset, make it otherworldly. It speaks directly to the human heart. Love, made tangible in stone. The most beautiful things are often born from the deepest emotions. Travel tip: visit at sunrise. Yes, it's early, but the soft glow and thinner crowds offer a peaceful, personal experience. As the sun illuminates the dome, a teardrop on the cheek of time, you feel a moment of pure magic that makes the journey worthwhile. We've traveled from the mountains of Peru to the deserts of Jordan, from the heart of Rome to my home in India, seeing how faith, love, power, and genius shaped our world. These wonders are more than photo backdrops. They are classrooms without walls, teaching us history, art, and the strength of the human spirit. Travel with respect and curiosity. These places are sacred sites, national treasures, and homes to local communities. Let's walk softly, listen to the stones, and support the people who keep these legacies alive. Wonders are everywhere. The kindness of a stranger, the beauty of a sunset, the taste of a new dish, the sound of another language. That same spark of curiosity lives in us all. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. Start dreaming, start planning, start exploring. The world is waiting with arms wide open, just like that statue in Rio. Go see it for yourself and find your own wonders along the way. Your journey is just beginning.